Sometimes it's not about how much money you make. It's about how that money moves through your life. You're working hard, you make a solid income, and still it feels like that money disappears the moment you get paid. You did the right things. You went to school, you got a job, you climbed the ladder, and yet financially, you feel like you're at a standstill. Let's talk about it. Hey goalies, welcome back to the channel where we keep it real about all things money, confidence, and financial success. If this is your first time here, I'm Nia, the Corner's Confidant, and I am here to help you build the confidence and clarity to crush your money goals. Now, the first thing that I always need you to do is hit that like and subscribe button. Always feel free to make a comment, drop down below your thoughts you're having while you're watching this video, as well as any questions. So let's go ahead and get name the tension in the room. This video is for you if you make 75, 90, 100,000 plus, but you're still living paycheck to paycheck. Your bills are paid, but your savings or investments are inconsistent. You avoid checking your account balances because it's very stressful. It brings you anxiety, or you're exhausted even trying to figure out what is not clicking for you. I see you. I hear you. I want you to know that you're not broken. You're just stuck for a moment. And today we're going to help you unpack a few of the reasons why you might be stuck. So the first reason is going to be your expenses slightly are expanded when it comes to your income. And what that basically means is it's called the lifestyle creep. And you got a raise, and even without realizing it, you started Uber eating more or door dashing more. You upgraded your phone, so you increased the bill that had to come out. You bought a new streaming platform, and you added expenses that basically ate up the income that you just got. Uber Eats is showing up more. You got added subscriptions. You added new subscriptions. You moved to a bigger apartment. You got bigger and better vacations, and your money management stayed the same. You didn't make any adjustments there. So if you don't pause and make a very intentional decision, your lifestyle is going to consistently expand, and it's either going to meet or exceed your current income. Now, what you need to do. The first thing you want to do is track your money for the last 60 days. This is looking at your credit card statements and your checking account statements. Your goal here is just to observe. It's not to judge. It's not to point any fingers. It's for you to start to realize and observe what are the patterns that you keep getting stuck on? What patterns do you show up with your money? Is there something that you're realizing that's like, and I've realized this is a very vulnerable step. This is something that maybe it has been a little hard for you to do. Maybe you've been hesitant or apprehensive about taking this step, but I'm here to tell you that this is a necessary step. If you want to be a powerhouse in your wallet, the way that you are in the boardroom, the way that you are in the teams meeting, the way that you are when you are managing someone else's company, you need to have that same energy and be that same powerhouse when it comes to your wallet. And in order for you to do that, you have to confront it. So you have to go and take this vulnerable step and look and see where your money has been going and what you've been doing with it, so that you can see, okay, I need to change this. I need to adjust this. Okay, this is fine. You're looking for the good and the bad. You're not just looking for what's wrong. You're looking for what did you do right also, because that's just as important in this process. Now, the reason number two why you might be is because you're carrying your old money habits and feelings and relationship money into your new income level. So you can't out earn a bad budget. You just can't. You can't. Because, and I saw someone who had a meme and it was like, I'm not trying to correct my spending habits. I'm trying to out earn my bad spending habits. I'm here to tell you that's not possible, because it's just like trying to work out to a bad diet. A bad spending habit means the more money you have available, the more you're going to spend. So you're never going to be able to out earn it because no matter how much more that you earn, you're going to spend just that much more because now you have new money available and it's just sitting there ready to be spent. So you can't out earn poor financial habits. If you've always scrambled to make ends meet, you might still be approaching money with that same scarcity mindset, spending because you deserve it, or avoiding your finances as a whole out of shame. So I do want you to pause. I mean, if you need to pause this video, do so. But if you are scared to look at your numbers, ask yourself, what is it that you're afraid to see? What is it that makes you apprehensive about looking at this? What is it? What are you scared of? What is it that you're afraid of? What feeling comes to you when you do this? These are the things that you have to ask yourself, because this is where the confidence comes in. In order for you to take control of your money and to be financially confident, you have to know your numbers. It gives you power. Not knowing keeps you in the dark. And honestly, it's time to do it differently. It's time to flip the switch. Now, the third reason you might be in this point is because you never created a real money system to begin with. You've just been flowing out vibes. You've just been raw dogging your finances, and it's starting to catch up with you because you thought that, oh, okay, I'm going to make more money, so I'll be good. I can keep going. You just pay the bills as they come. You don't really know or have a rhyme or reason to how you handle your finances. It's kind of just like a leaf blowing through the wind. We make decisions all day, every day. But when it comes to our money, many of us are out here really just winging it. So if your financial plan leaves your head or just like escapes you and is not existent, it's time to bring it. It's time to bring it back here. Bring it to reality. It's time to bring it into the real world. Creating a budget or a plan for your money is not a punishment. It's not here to restrict you or take all the good things and take away all the things you love. It's honestly just a plan for your priorities. Your budget is a window into your wallet. Your finances are an ecosystem that you are building to bridge the gap between where you are now and your goals, the life that you're looking to build. So you need a system. Just like you would tell an employee who is scrambling and they don't seem to get anything done, they're not meeting any deadlines, everything seems to be behind and halfway done. They need a system. Your finances are operating in the same way. So give them some grace. You need a system. You need something that you can check weekly, something that tells your money what to do before it leaves your account. And it can be digital. It could be a physical notebook. I personally create like a power playbook that has an action plan in it for my customers. But it's really whatever works for you and your brain, because it's based on you, your values, your lifestyle, your personality. It just has to exist though. You have to have something. So you're not going to be able to build wealth and the life that you're dreaming of and the life that you're working towards off just vibes and memory. It has to be a system involved. Now, the fourth reason is you might be caught up in a cycle of reaction and not necessary reflection. You might be very reactive with your finances as opposed to proactive. We want to get you a little bit more proactive. Sometimes things are going to go wrong. They go bad. Swipe the card. Or maybe you need a break. You're like, oh, book the trip, book that ish. And then now money gets tight. So now you panic and you pull in from your savings account, or everything's going on a buy now, pay later. This is you operating in financial survival mode. And it's not because you're reckless. It's because your system is based on reacting to problems instead of planning to prevent them. So here's how we're going to reframe this. Your budget is not just about bills. It's about reflection. Your budget is a tool for noticing the gaps, correcting the leaks, and making the changes before it's an emergency, not after. So the fifth reason is because you might be doing this without support, without some sort of community or strategy. You're carrying the load by yourself. And maybe you're the first in your family to ever get to this level. Maybe you feel like everyone relies on you and you feel like you have that additional obligation. Or maybe you don't even feel comfortable asking others for help. So you're out here rocking it solo dolo. But I want to say this, and I'm going to hold your hand with a napkin in between. You deserve guidance. Okay? You don't deserve guilt. You don't have to do this alone. And I want you to start being very intentional. Okay? I want you to be intentional about the circles that you keep around you. I want you to be more aware of the circles that you keep around you, the people that you keep around you, and how they influence your behavior, actions, not just related to money, as a whole. Because believe it or not, a lot of those things will affect how you use money, and they will affect your future relationship with money. I'm just saying, having a community, a coach, or a system, these are not things that are luxury. These are tools that will help you navigate the emotions and the strategies needed to build wealth. So I want you to be intentional as you continue, or anybody that you're adding to your current circle or adding to the mix or adding, I want you to start thinking about financials when you're adding people. And I don't mean financials like, oh, I need to get around some rich and wealthy people, or some people that I think are rich and wealthy so that I can be like them. I want you to get people around you who are creating real wealth that you can't just see. It takes you actually building a relationship and getting to know them to understand that they have wealth. These are some people that you want to get around you because you want to start adopting that mindset if you want to ever achieve the life that you're looking to achieve. So here's what you can do next. I want you to start to own your current reality, because this is who you are. This is where you are. It's no reason, like, we're not here trying to hide from that fact. But I do need you to own it in order for you to confront it. Okay? So look at your current income. Look at how much debt you owe, who you owe, how much you owe them, what the full balance that they've extended to you, and what the interest rate. And yes, we need you to look at your spending. We also need you to understand that you're not your numbers, but your numbers are your current truth. They're a part of you. So you have to own it now so we can change it. So once you go through that process, and feel free to pause this video and come back, save it, come back to it, watch it as many times as you need to until you're ready to take that step. But you're going to use this information now to create a plan for yourself, because you need more than motivation. You need direction. You need a GPS, and whether it could be a paycheck plan, a debt repayment strategy, or a savings routine, get it in writing. And that can be digitally, that can be on a notebook. Like I said, choose what works best for you. If you're old school girly and you love the feeling of putting a pen to the paper like I do, write it down. My notebooks have notebooks. I'm just saying, I keep a lot of things digitally and I use digital software, but nothing for me will replace a physical book or actually putting pen to paper and writing in cursive. Nothing like it for me personally. I like to do it. And it might be because I have pretty handwriting, but I'm just saying. So what I want you to do is start off slow, because I don't want you either to go and just take on this whole mountain and then you get overwhelmed quickly and then you get discouraged and then you just give up. So I want you to track one habit this week. Yes, just one, because you want to do this as a gradual process, because we want it to be more long lasting. It's not a quick fix. So pick one area that you want to improve. It might be your food spending. It might be Amazon purchases. Checking your account every single morning. So we're not doing a full overhaul. The goal is just to start. So consistency is always going to be better than intensity, because you can be intense and start off real hot and heavy, and then you'll get tired quickly. It's like watching a boxing match and they come out from the corners and they boop, 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 boop. And then now you see closer to the end of a minute, they're tired, they're exhausted, and now their opponent has taken advantage of that. So you don't want to act like that. We want to be slow and steady and consistent, because these habits weren't created overnight. We're not going to be able to correct them overnight. And that's just keeping it real. So remember when I talked about your circle? You want to connect with that support. So if you've been trying to do it DIY and trying to grow financially for years and you feel like you're still missing some steps, this is your sign. Get some help. You don't have to do it alone, and it doesn't make you less of a person if you ask for help. You're not putting a burden on somebody else by asking for help. You're not opening yourself up to judgment. Like, I'm going to be completely honest with you when I say this. You're going to get judged whether you do good or not. You're going to be judged whether you excel or not. People who have something to say are always going to have something to say. We're not worried about that judgment. We're not worried about what they have to say. What we're doing right now is for us. So it doesn't even matter. Until the end, keep showing up for yourself and always crushing those money goals.